Welcome back to my journal entry, y'all. Today, I didn't really have anything off the top of my mind that I wanted to talk about, but I know I needed to make this video, so I'm just going to show up for y'all. I'm going to encapsulate what I did in training today, and maybe that'll inspire me to keep talking and keep going. So, today, this week, it was Buddy Week, and in Buddy Week, we focus more on practical self-defense instead of more of a sport aspect of jujitsu. So the first scenario for, Monday was your aggressor is in closed guard and has a rapist choke on you, or, just some sort of, choke around your neck with two hands from closed guard. And, you got to bring both arms across, hug, and, try to bend them at the wrist to create just enough space to be able to breathe. And then you go for an arm bar. You bicycle out, put your foot on the hip, you bite with the other leg, and then you bring the other leg around. And the truth is, I would have got by my opposer a couple of times a day while I was drilling with my partner. And there's nothing more humbling than the fact that, I lost. I lost. That's how every tap is really in jiu-jitsu, and that's why I feel like my pride and my ego can get in the way, where it's like, damn, if I tap, I'm admitting that you would have gotten the best of me. And obviously, you could stipulate that with whatever you want. Oh, I was only going 30%. Oh, I was only doing this, right? But, you're going to have to fight that and acknowledge that and see how that can interplay with, the other parts of your conscience. But so yeah, that was really it. We drilled that, and that was good drilling. And it's just kind of funny because after that we drilled guard retention for a little bit by a hip switch. They throw your legs across, you hip switch, and you recenter your center lines. And it's just funny. I feel like I talk about this a lot, but that was one of my new goals I've added. I got the Yoku Sankaku, and I've got guard retention. And how I know I succeed at the guard retention is to get to a cross collar, a cross cuff, left foot on the hip, and right foot on the bicep. If I'm assuming I got the right hand cross collar, left hand 4 fingers in. And it's just crazy, I'm working on my homework at the moment, and my want and goal is guard retention, and that's something we drilled. So perfect, things are falling in place. I'm getting ready. I'm learning my skills. I'm slowly getting through concepts, slowly getting through instructionals. Right now I'm focused on double underpass, but the thing is with passing, when people are passing my guard, I just want to let y'all know I'm parroting my ideas of concepts. There's not a lot of things I've come to my own conclusion on yet, and that's okay. I'm okay with parroting what I think to be correct from a source I trust. Where it's, when someone's passing your guard, it could be so instantaneous, and your ability to assess the situation needs to be on point consistently as they change passing options on you. And since I've only consciously worked on double underpass, when they switch to the 6 or 7 other types of passings, well, obviously there's so many different ways of passing. You could jump, just go flying passes. You got over under, you got toreando, you got leg drag, you got some, variants like the bully pass and things like that. You need to know what they're fighting for, how you can manipulate what they're doing, and they can suffer consequences from their actions even though they were quote-unquote correct. And this just comes from drilling, right? So I know what to do, but I can't apply it yet. This is something I have to go and drill and consistently do and get homework for, and I'm going to do that. So, and as far as, anything else, I don't really have anything else to say for this video. Oh, that's a cap wrap. Okay, the rolling round. Okay, so first rolling round was with someone in my class named Jacob. He's a 4-stripe blue belt. Always gives me good training, always asks me good questions in the sense of, like, when I'm saying people are asking me questions while we're rolling, I mean they're doing moves and I got to answer their move because I don't want to get submitted. I don't want you to progress your position. I want to progress my position. And something I've realized about my play is my guard retention is good. But the thing is my guard retention forces a lot of individuals. I don't know if it forces them. I just know that I get in Casey Atami, or like they have Casey Atami on me a lot. So much to the point where it's not a coincidence anymore. It's almost like that's where my guard retention chain ends. And I'm going to have to work on that. I do know some ways to get out of there, but it's just about being able to practically apply it to everyone and every individual I roll with different body types, and that's something I got to work on. And awareness is step one. So, that's something I took from that role. My second role, is with my coach. He's a black belt. It's always weird rolling with your coach, because at any moment they could just decimate you, but you still got to play the game, and you still got to want to get after it, okay? And it's kind of less obvious what I took away from that one, because it's still kind of fresh, but it's just this Casey Atami thing has got me thinking. It's like, I need to address that too. So, like, whenever I go against my coach, I just try to go crazy offense mode from open guard. I don't play closed guard. I just naturally went to open guard. It was like, I want to learn I want to do this thing, and it's just the thing I picked. Just help me work from there. And then the last roll was with Jeremy. He's a white belt and no stripes. And rolling with him is always good fun, because, it just kind of feels like he likes to ask me actual questions, and I like to answer him. As long as, I would never answer a classmate's question if I didn't have something that worked for me, and I tend to preface things when people ask me questions. I tend to preface it with, like, this is what works for me, okay? This might not work for you. You might have lower percentage hitting this. And I like answering questions, so just, ask me sample questions. But the thing is the question he asked me, I just gave him the same answer the coach gave him at the start of the class when he asked the same question, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people just need to hear things multiple times. I need to hear things multiple times. I hear things multiple times and still don't hear it, because the truth is, you'll never hear anything until you just hear it for yourself, okay? Like, until you come to your own conclusion on it. But when I was going with him, I hit a submission I've never hit before, and I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to keep it under wraps, keeping the secret cookbook in case, the person I'm trying to hit on watches this video. I can't tell him what it is. It needs to be a secret, but we have a little bet going on who can figure out how to play with the gi the best, and we're going to have a simple discussion about it. But just know, once I've worked this out to see how effective it is, which is probably not effective, you probably could not hit this on anyone who is, 6 months deep, unless you've got experience on them. So maybe that's how I should preface it. You probably won't be hitting this on people who have higher levels of experience, but you'll hit on them one time, and probably only one time ever, or, one time every 100 rolls or something like that. But okay, that's enough rambling. It's just 10-minute long video and literally said nothing. I don't know if y'all got any value out of this. But if y'all made it this far, say something in the comments. Be like, oh yeah, dude, shut the fuck up, or something. I don't know. But have a good night, y'all. I hope y'all had a good day training as well. And I'm clocking out. Deuces.